Hey everyone, it's Daniel Brother Barbaris. In this next video, we'll be updating SQL Server 2022 to the latest cumulative update, which is CU24, and then we'll be setting up our public key infrastructure, PKI. So let's get started. First things first, let's go to our CM01. Let's open up Edge from the taskbar, copy the URL here, and paste it at the top. You'll see latest updates and version history. Let's scroll down until we see SQL Server 2022. You'll see CU24. Click that. You're going to scroll down underneath the bug references, etc., and you'll see how to obtain or download the latest cumulative update package for Windows recommended. Click the little arrow and you'll see download the latest cumulative update package. Click that and we're on line 13 here. So click download and click open. Give that a few moments and we'll follow along with the installation. You'll see it start extracting itself first. So give that a few moments. There it goes. Perfect. Hot fix pack. Here we go. Okay, perfect. I accept the license terms and privacy statement. Next. You'll see our default instance. Next. And it's going to check files in use. And I'll come back when that's ready. Okay, the files in use check is complete. Click next and update. And we'll come back when that is complete. See you in a few moments. Okay, and we're back, and it looks like everything succeeded. We're good there. Click close, and under downloads here, we can click the trash can icon next to the installer, and we can close Edge. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open up certlm.msc. So you can copy this here, paste, and open. Now what we'll do is we're going to click on Personal, click Certificates, and make sure that our client authentication certificate is there. We're going to right-click here on Certificates, All Task, and Request New Certificate. Next, Next, and you're following along, we're right here, so we're going to click the CMDP for distribution point, and then our IIS certificate says more information is required, so click here. We're going to copy the FQDN of our server, and we'll click on the type dropdown, common name, paste that there, and click add. Down here on alternative name, we're going to click DNS, same thing, paste that, and we can type the host name as well, and click add. Now we'll go to the general tab, and we're going to copy the name CMIIS certificate. We'll paste that there, and click OK. We're going to do the same thing with the Power BI certificate. So we'll come down here, grab our FQDN, go to common name, add, under DNS, add, and type the host name. There we go, add. And under general, we're going to do CM Power BI certificate, copy that, paste, and click OK. Now we're going to click enroll, give that a few moments. You should see everything succeed, and click finish. Now we're going to right click our DP certificate. So you'll see this one here, right click. Okay. You're going to click properties, and under friendly name, we're going to say CM DP certificate. We'll click OK, and we'll right click that again, all task, and click export. Next, yes, export the private key. Next, we're going to uncheck enable certificate privacy. Next, click on password, and we'll copy our password here. Paste and paste. Next, file name, we're going to call that CMDP certificate.pfx. We'll save it in our documents directory. next, and finish. Click OK. And now what we're going to do is we're going to expand our trusted root certificate authorities. Click Certificates. We're going to look for our CMCA01CA. So that should be right here. We're going to right click on that, All Task, Export, Next, Next, Browse. We're going to call that CM-CA01-CA.sir. Save it in the same directory. Next, and finish. Click OK, and we can close CertLM. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click Start, and we're going to click on Internet Information Services, or IIS Manager. We'll maximize that. Expand to CM01. Expand Sites. We're going to click the default website, and under Bindings on the right side, we'll click that. We'll click Add, and in the drop-down, we'll do HTTPS, and under SSL certificate, we're going to choose our CMIIS certificate. Click OK, and click Close. Now we're going to click our WSUS administration, click Bindings as well, click on the HTTPS, click Edit, and down here, choose the same one, CMIIS, OK, Close. Now what we'll do is we'll open up Edge from the taskbar, and we're going to test our site with the hostname first. There we go. And we'll do the FQDN as well. And we're good there. So we can close Edge. Now what we're going to do is we're going to expand WSUS administration. We're going to double click, or just click, click on API remoting, double click on SSL, and click Require SSL. Then on the right side, click Apply. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with Client Web Service. Double click, Require SSL, click Apply. DSS Auth Web Service, double click, Require, Apply. We're going to skip down to Server Web Sync Web Service, double click, Require, Apply, and Simple Auth Web Service, double click, Require, Apply. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click on WSUS Administration. Under Directory Browsing, we'll double click on that and click Enable. Okay, now we can close IIS, and we're going to open up our terminal from the taskbar. We're going to register that with WSUS util. So copy this line here and paste, enter. And you should see the URL with 8531. And now to verify that, we can click here, copy this, and paste. There we go. And we should see our web config. We can close Edge. Now we're going to go to our local user manager, paste, and we're going to go to Groups, Administrators, and verify that our CM servers and domain admins are in the local user, our local administrators on our computers. Okay, we'll click OK. We'll close this. And now what we'll do is we'll restart our computer, and I'll come back when that is at the logon screen. Okay, and here we are, Control-Alt-Insert. We're going to copy our password, paste. There we go. We're going to right-click on Start, Run, and we're going to do a timeout of 90 seconds once our VMware tools start. Give that a second. There we go. Paste. Copy. And paste. OK. And I'll see you in about 88 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and that's it for this video. I will see you in the next.